What's up guys, this is YeahBuoy. I'm going to show y'all how to make YouTube videos on iOS using my iPad. This is what I do. I go to Control Center and go to Customize Controls. This is where you can add screen recording to your Control Center when you swipe down from the top of the screen. This is what it looks like by default. So if you go down, you hit the plus icon to add screen recording. Now you can organize it in whichever order you want as far as icons go. I like mine about right here, so it's in the bottom left of my Control Center. Now just as an extra, go to General so you can take screenshots easier. Go to Accessibility, Assistive Touch, turn it on. Then you have this little button, and there's buttons within this button. Makes it really easy to take screenshots. So you just tap the button, and then you can tap on Screenshot on the bottom right. That's how I set it up, like this. So as many of you know, my left hand is paralyzed. It's actually partially paralyzed. I can somewhat wiggle my fingers, but I can't use them. They're not functional. So I play my games with my right hand. Most games I can only play with my right hand. There's some games that I can use my left hand just to tap or something. But pretty much for most games, my left hand's not functional. So go to the App Store, type in LumaFusion, just so you know. This video is not sponsored. I don't make any money off this video. No one gave me any incentive to make this video. I just wanted to make it to help you guys. This is the app that I started making videos on. Most of my videos have been made through this app. I think it's like 20 bucks, so if you want to buy it and download it, this is how you use it. It's got pretty much everything that you would need to make videos. On the bottom left, hit the plus icon to create a project. I'm going to title my project, How to Make a YouTube Video. And then I'm going to make sure that my frame rate is at 60 frames a second. You can choose all these different options for frames. Frame aspect ratio, I'm going to choose 16:9. You can do all these different options. I'm going to go with 16:9. Create the project in the top left. I'm going to hit that little flower icon to change from photos to my imported videos. I'm going to go to my iCloud drive and tap and drag my intro to the timeline in the blue section where videos go. The green section below the videos where you can import audio. Yeah, here's my intro. I'm going to go back into the top left, tap the folder, the top left folder, go to photos. I'm going to go to my moments. I'm going to go to today's screen recording, December 18th. I'm going to tap and drag this screen recording onto my timeline at the end after my intro. Now I'm shortening my intro a little bit, so just tap on the segment and then drag it. And on the right hand side, you hit the plus icon to add a transition. Automatically chooses a transition for you and adds it. I think you can change that to whatever transition you want, but the default one is really good. I'm going to shorten it to about like a second. You can use a second and a half, but I like a second. I feel like a second and half a second, those both work well. Second and a half can sometimes feel a little lengthy. Yeah, that transition felt really good. Then I just get into this video. So I'm going to pinch to zoom out, and I'm going to go to the end of this segment. And I'm going to shorten it just a little bit till it's right after, at the end of that screenshot, so that I don't have the window showing when I open up my Control Center and stop the video. I'm going to go back up to my moments. And I'm going to look for my next clip that I want to use, my gameplay clip. No, I don't want to be in my albums, get out of all photos. I'm going to go to my moments. Nope. Go to moments, and then December 18th. Oh no, we just did that. Let's go down to 12th, and then I'm going to tap and drag this video to the end of my timeline. I'm going to fast forward to where I want to start, and then I'm just going to tap and drag. I'm going to zoom in, expand your fingers to zoom in. I'm going to tap and drag the arrow to move it to where I want it to start. Make sure that this other video ends where I want it. It's ending right at the end of that screenshot. Then it's going to move into the next one. I'm going to add a transition again, just as I did before. Expand my fingers to zoom in. I'm going to shorten it a little bit. I'm going to move this to like about half a second transition. That's probably going to look good. Play it. Yeah, that looked really good. Alright, so now I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to look for where I'm going to cut the clip. So I just sunk a ship. I'm going to look for just the right moment to cut my video right here. Now I'm going to hit that cut icon on the right, tap on the segment and tap delete on the left. Deletes that whole segment on the right hand side. I go get my next clip. Tap and drag. Zooming in, I'm gonna drag this to where I want it to start, maybe like right here. Then I'm going to do the same thing as before, add my transition. And then I'm going to shorten my transition to like half a second. Now I'm just going to scroll through this video. I'm just scrolling through with my finger to find where I want it to really start the action. The action starts about right here. So I'm going to fast forward everything from there. I'm going to cut on the right, hit the cut icon on the bottom right. I'm going to tap this segment and I'm going to speed it up. So I'm going to tap, now double tap. Once you tap the segment, double tap it, it opens up this menu. I'm going to lower the volume all the way down. Go to speed and reverse. I'm going to speed it up 6 times faster. That's the maximum you can do in this app. So let's see what this looked like. I just saved everyone a whole bunch of time by speeding up my video to get straight to the action. Nobody needs to see me sailing very slowly to the battle. So I just cap D. I'm going to quickly go over and cap C, C, and then I'm going to turn around and go back to D because I see this battleship going to D. Here we go. Launching these torpedoes. Then I either want to reverse and hide behind the island, or I'm going to go forward and get out of there. I changed my mind from reversing and decided to just go forward and get out of there. I'm going to watch this whole clip just to see where I want to make the next cut. Once I sink this ship, I'm going to make a cut. So, yeah, about right here is good. I'm going to make my cut, just as I did before. I'm going to scroll through till I get to the next piece of action. That's about, somewhere about right here. I'm going to cut on the right, bottom right. It's my cut icon. Then I'm going to tap my segment and double tap again. Open up this menu. I'm going to speed it up to 6 times the speed. Go lower the volume to all the way. Exit. Now let's see what happened. Press play and see. Speeding up. We're back at normal speed. Now I'm just going to watch the segment, watch the action, and see when I want to make my next cut. My next cut is going to end the video. I'm going to wait till just the right moment. About right here is about good. I'm going to stop. I'm going to cut the video again, tap on the right hand side, delete that segment. I'm going to go add a transition at the end of the clip. So now I'm good. I'm going to zoom out to see my whole clip. And then at the top of the screen, there's this icon. You tap that. Tap this icon at the top. It's going to bring you back to your project list. Tap this icon at the bottom. Then tap Optimize and Consolidate. Speeding up by 10,000% speed. I am using Adobe Premiere to create this whole video, but within this video of me creating a video, I'm using LumaFusion. LumaFusion cannot speed up at 10,000%, but Adobe Premiere can. So anyways, tap. After that, if you tap again at the top, you're going to see that you have 2 projects now. Because one project is unoptimized, the next project it's duplicated because the next one is optimized. Now at the top right, you're going to hit the exit, the export button. I'm going to tap on movies, photos, exit, export it to my photos album. You can choose between 1080p all the way up to 4K, or you can go even lower than 1080p, but I typically like 1440p. And then make sure your frame rate is at 60 frames a second. You have all these different options. And do 60 frames, your video quality. This here is very important to pay attention to. The higher you go in megabits a second, or megabytes a second, whichever one is going to drastically increase the amount or decrease the amount of storage that it uses. So I'm going to go with 24 megs. That's pretty good for 1440p. That's really all you need for 1440p. Then in the top right, you just hit export. Alright, so now I'm going to show y'all exactly how I record my voice for my voiceovers. This is a bed sheet or like a comforter, whatever, you know, real fluffy sheet that I place over my desk to protect my microphone from receiving the sounds that are bouncing off of my desk. creating like a reverb sort of effect. I don't want that. So this is a pop filter microphone. This is protected with this foam stuff. This protects my microphone from the like sounds, so it doesn't like make real loud pop sounds. It's called a pop filter, POP. This microphone, I think you can get it for $40 right now on Amazon. I bought it for $50. This pop filter I got for $7, but it's selling for $10 right now on Amazon. And so if you get both of these right now, it's like $50 plus tax, which is much less than what I paid for it. And so yeah, and then this bed sheet, you can just use any kind of fluffy sheet or blanket that you have at home to protect your microphone from having sounds bounce back into it. Now this is Adobe Premiere, and so this is currently where I am exporting video from. I'm doing most of my video creations in Adobe Premiere. I record on my iPad exactly the way that I showed y'all, except now I don't use LumaFusion, I use Adobe Premiere, because Adobe Premiere, for one, has a lot more options as far as editing goes. Like I can speed up videos by 10,000% rather than six times faster, and I can also do a whole lot of better rendering and stuff of video. But I do like LumaFusion. That's where I started, and I highly recommend everyone to start there, because that's where I started. Most of my videos are from LumaFusion, but now I'm doing Adobe Premiere. I'll show you. This is the video that I'm working on right now.
What's up guys, this is YeahBuoy. I'm going to show y'all how to make YouTube videos on iOS using my iPad.
So yeah, alright, and this is where I record my voice in Audacity. Audacity is a free audio recording program. It's completely free, and it has a lot of really good tools. I'm just going to show you real quick an example of me recording my voice and the editing that I'm going to do before I export it and then import it into Adobe Premiere. So first, you generally want to let your microphone record sound for a few seconds before you start talking, so that you can get a sample of the background noise if it is picking up any. And then you can edit out the background noise with a noise reduction effect later, or you can just silence it altogether. I like to silence it, but here. What's up guys, this is YeahBuoy. So let your microphone play, record for a few seconds before you start, and let it record for a few seconds after you finish, so that you can get samples of white noise before and after your recordings. And you can use that white noise, those samples to edit it out later if you want to with noise reduction effect. So let's see what we got. I'm just gonna delete this. I generally like to silence my stuff, so I would select this and let me play it for you. You can't really hear it. Let me turn my sound way up. You hear that? Sounds like you're at the beach, like a wave or something. So I'm gonna silence this. I'm gonna click Effect, and I'm gonna go down to I'm gonna click Generate and go to Silence, and click OK. So now that's completely silenced. Let's hear just the raw, what we recorded raw, unedited.
What's up guys, this is YeahBuoy.
That was so loud, I'm so sorry. I forgot that I turned my sound way up. Let me turn this down. Alright, so this is what it sounds like.
What's up guys, this is YeahBuoy.
And now I'm going to just delete this in part, select my whole thing. I'm gonna try and reduce the sound a little bit on how loud that was when I had my speakers. So I'm so sorry for y'all headphone users. Alright, so I'm gonna go to Effect. First thing I'm gonna do 4 things. I'm gonna compress, equalize, limit, and normalize. So first I'm gonna compress. These are the settings I got. You just have to play with this based on your own voice. I'm doing negative 12 decibels. By the way, I really have no idea the science behind audio. I don't know science, like sound science, audio science, whatever you call it. All I've done is watch random YouTube videos and pick up on things that other YouTubers are doing. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I like this guy's voice. I like the way it sounds. So I want to do what he's doing. So I just copied some of the settings. This right here, I'm doing negative 12 decibels. Then the second row is negative 40 decibels. The ratio is 2 to 1. Attack time is 0.2 seconds, and the release time is 1.0 seconds. Neither of these options at the bottom are checked. I'm going to click OK. What that does, I don't know. All I know is it makes the end product sound better. That's all I know. All I know is how to do what I do, not the science behind it. Go to Effect. Here's the second thing I'm going to do. I'm going to equalize it. Again, I don't know exactly what all this does, but I know that it brings out the best qualities of your voice. And so I just copied this from some random YouTuber. I set in these manually, and then these like 1, 2, 3 points, 4, 5 points total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can y'all see that? Let me make sure. Let me make sure my camera isn't overexposed. So now I saved this curve as a YouTube preset, so it's just select curve is under YouTube. That's my preset that I saved. Click OK. It does whatever the heck that does. Then I'm going to go down to limiter. I have a hard limit. First option is 4.0. Second option is 4.0. Third option is negative 4.5. And the fourth option is 2.0. Apply makeup gain is set to no. I'm going to click OK. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to normalize my audio. First two options are checked. The second option is set to negative 1.0 decibels. I'm going to click OK. Now let's see, let me make sure my audio is not way too high like it was before. This would be the finished product that I import into my videos.
What's up, guys? This is YeahBuoy.
And let me just turn it up just a little bit because I don't know what it's going to sound like on my phone recording this.
What's up, guys? This is YeahBuoy.
So that's what I would have in my finished product imported into Adobe Premiere. So yeah, and it sounds pretty good. I like the way that it sounds when you silence the white noise before and after every sentence that you say. That's how you get these just crisp, nice sentences.
What's up, guys? This is YeahBuoy. I'm going to show y'all how to make YouTube videos on iOS using my iPad. This is what I do. I go to Control Center and go to Customize Controls.
So then once I'm done here, like here, this is where I added in the arrows and stuff. Added in these arrows and all that. Once I'm done here, I'm going to go to Export Media, and I'm going to set the format to H.264. My preset, I'm going to set to a custom preset that I saved. That's YouTube 1440p, 60 frames a second, 24 megabits a second, the bit rate right here. So what you have to do is title this, and then you title it to whatever you want, and then you go to video. I have my width at 2560, height is 1440p, render at maximum depth, encoding settings are on high, level is 5.1, bitrate is VBR 2-pass. The target bitrate is 24 megabits a second. Maximum bitrate is 36 megabits a second. Then I'm rendering at maximum render quality. Go to audio, AAC, 48,000 hertz. Channels are stereo. Audio quality is set to high, that's the highest. Bitrate setting is 320 kilobits a second. And then I think that is it. Make sure that the source range at the bottom here, make sure that source range is entire sequence. And then you'll just hit export. And it says the estimated file size right here. You're gonna hit export. From there, make sure you got a custom thumbnail. You can upload it straight to YouTube. While it's uploading to YouTube, you can, I like to create thumbnails while it's uploading to YouTube because it takes so long to create it takes so long to upload videos that I have plenty of time to find a screenshot, create a thumbnail while it's uploading, upload that custom thumbnail in the editor section while it's uploading, and then you're good. So guys, I hope that this review taught y'all a lot about how to create quality YouTube videos, because I would love to see a whole bunch of y'all, a whole lot more people create YouTube videos, kind of like do what I'm doing, because I created this YouTube account so that I could help new players and just teach other people what I've learned, because when I started out playing the game, I wanted to find someone that was doing what I'm doing, and I didn't. I couldn't find other YouTubers doing like exactly what I'm doing, because exactly what I'm doing is what I wanted to see. So I'm putting content out that I want to see from other people. And so now I was hoping maybe my videos would inspire others to do that, and it did to an extent. But I'm making this video on how to make YouTube videos so that hopefully y'all can take this information and really utilize it to put out like as highest quality content as you can. And I think that would not only be good just for you, but the whole World of Warships Blitz community, or any other game that you're gonna play. It's just really nice. It's nice, number one. It's nice generally just to help people in general, but it also feels good when you know that you're helping people, when you know that you put out quality content and it helped people and people appreciate your help. That makes you feel good, and I want other people to feel that. I want other people to feel what it feels like to do something good for a community, and you're not making any money off of it. You just do it because you want to help people, and then you see people are like, thank you for this help. It feels good, guys. So I hope y'all can utilize this and what I taught, and start making your own content. If you do, I would love to know your channels. So leave your YouTube channels in the description. Sorry, not the description, in the comment section. And I look forward to seeing it, guys. Catch y'all next time.